Atlanta, they're everywhere. Yesterday, we had big issues. It all started with row 10, the downforce sensor wasn't working. Well then, randomly, a few rows on the left side, the population was planting horribly. We weren't sure what was going on. We switched vac pressures, we switched entire meters and put them on the other side and couldn't figure it out. We're thinking it was the seed or something. It might have been a little humid. Maybe we didn't put enough lubrication on the seed. So we're gonna dump out this whole side because there's still some of that seed in and put some different seed in, and hopefully that helps. Maybe our issue was we were planting the weird DeKalb soybeans.
It's a DeKalb box, corn box, but it's hefty beans.
Is there a squirrel in there? Oh, dang it.
I wish there was something, because that was 80 acres of frustration yesterday.
Oh, that's a good title. 80 acres of frustration.
Thank you. There is a couple pieces of rotten bean.
Yeah, that could do it.
Oh, you put the roll on backwards.
I like it like that. Then you don't have to get a splinter on the wood to try to get it.
Yeah, I forgot about your tender skin.
Yeah. So someone recently commented on a video. They said, "Get a haircut, you hippie." And you know, I've been so dang busy.
I thought there was a reason for that.
Well, yeah. Here's the reason. I've tried twice going in to get a haircut. I've walked in 2 times in a row, and all the people cutting hair fainted because I was so gosh darn good looking.
I doubt that.
How dare you? Now, one time it was closed, and then the other time I didn't make it to town because we were having planter issues and something fell through. And so hopefully the next couple days, guys, I'll get a haircut because it's pretty important.
Pretty important to me that the planter runs good today and I don't have to tear my hair out.
Then you wouldn't need a haircut, though.
Yeah.
Finally, time to get some work done. I want to mention, if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. You won't regret it, I guarantee it. And if you do regret it, I'd forget about that guarantee part. So like Dad mentioned last video, he owns this roller with his older brother, and so we kind of do a mix of he takes it a day, we take it a day, and I don't know why I was thinking about this, but I remembered a time when I was little, when we were, that machine shed we were just in filling the planter, and that used to be wood before a storm knocked it over and we had to rebuild. But after school, I'd always hang out with the guys that were building it, that crew. They're a local crew, and so I'd be out there every day just watching them build. And for some reason, I started messing around and throwing balls of clay at this one guy, and he was way up there on some scaffolding with a pneumatic nail gun. And so he pulled that back and he started shooting nails at me. Well, I kind of thought he was trying to kill me, so I started running, and I'd look back and there were just nails a few feet behind me just flying, and I was just like, this is the end. I'm going out like Jesus today, and man, was I scared, and I don't think I went back out there for a few days. That feeling I had, like I was being gunned down, was freaky. That's just a Wednesday morning thought from Cole.
I'm heading over to Kenny's to see if they got enough hay for the day, and if not, I'm probably just gonna open the pasture gate up and let them out. Before I do that, I gotta get these in. They're getting braver and braver. They were out by Tammy's garden the other day, and now they're clear up by the edge of the road. So. Good morning, sunshine. I'm gonna open this gate up and let the 35 pairs here out into this pasture. The bale feeders are down. We decided that we're gonna not bring them any more hay and turn them loose. This gate was here when I bought the place, and it's serving its purpose yet. So tell your friends, let's go. See here, there's bluegrass. This wider leaf stuff is brome. It's 10-12 inches high, I suppose. Pretty lush. Oh, here they come. Will they walk to the pickup hoping for purlets, or will they walk to me to get to the grass? This is the part of the day where I procrastinate. Planter ready to go. I'm gonna go sit in the tractor all day. But first, I'm gonna admire some of my livestock for a minute. Why so hurried? They've filled out nicely. Hand feeding them a little bit and getting them a little more used to us. But what a beautiful set of cattle. I mean, if you're into that kind of, if you're into redheads, you know, they're up off the ground, you know. Herefords kind of, some of them have a reputation for not having much height, but they're tall, they're long. I think they're going to be a good set of mama cows. It's fun to try new things. Easy fleshing cattle, that's what you want, because feed's expensive. So you want to feed them, and you want them to grow quickly. And it's amazing what an animal can do in a year. You know, you take a newborn baby calf, and a year later, the thing can weigh 1,200 pounds. Must be on the same ration I'm on.
It's saying for some reason I'm planting 138,000. The simulation's 97.2. Oh, there's 139.
Well, that's good.
Well, I just don't understand that. What was that yesterday?
Yeah, I know. So that's pretty good news. Sounds like the planter's working decently. There's one row that isn't ideal yet, but way better than in this field yesterday. We were having terrible issues. There were a few rows planting about 40,000 less seeds per acre than the rest of them. So dusty, all these little, wow, I'm gonna fix that. Been real dusty the last few days. We've missed like 5 rains in the last 2 weeks. Oh, there's a bunny. I was thinking that's moving pretty dang fast for a rock, but it was a rabbit. Just a couple passes left, and then we'll be headed to the North Farm. On the way, I'll stop at home, have a delicious cold meat sandwich, and then also a pretty exciting upgrade for myself later today that'll pick up before I head to the last field that I gotta roll.
So I'm at where I grew up. This is where Jeff lives, and I'm out in the field planting. And yesterday when I was going here, everything was going fine, and I ran out of seed. I went home and I refilled, and I thought, if I go finish this field, which is close, and then I go to the next field, I'm gonna run out of seed before I get that field done. So I'll just go do that whole field first after I fill, and then I only have to make one trip over there. So I did that, and when I got over there, the planter just acted completely different than it had all day over here. Half of the planter was doing fine like normal, and the other half was not planting at the desired rate. It was less. And we did multiple things to try to remedy it. Even called a technician from John Deere, and I come to the conclusion that the beans that were just had gotten treated and it was a humid day. Must not have flowed as well as normal. Either that or there's some glitch in my electrical or something, because now today we cleaned those boxes out completely. The one that was the big yellow thing back there holds the beans. We cleaned that out, dumped them on top of another box of beans and put it in the other side of the planter, and they're doing just fine. And then we put a new box of seed in the one that was causing issues, and that's doing fine. So everything's fine today after 80 acres of, should have been like 3 hours of planting, turned into like 5.5. Bong, bong. And oh, by the way, I'm planting right next to Jeff's calving pasture where Jeff and Cole's cows are. And thank you, Jeff, for once again calving out Cole's cows and letting me just have the purebreds at my place. I appreciate it.
Good gracious. There's an entire sprayer coming this way. This road's barely big enough for me.
I better not do that.
Looks like Dad got the field he hopped into, and I'm gonna grab a little bit of lunch. So instead of eating quick and rolling that next field, I'm gonna upgrade this truck a little bit. So let's see if this works today. Oh gosh, sorry about that, a little rusty here. One more time. Oh, not again.
So I'm down to what we call a round is up and back. That's one round. I would say I'm a round and a half left, and it's telling me that one side of the planter is about empty. And usually I have a yellow Wiffles bucket up on the platform, and it's been there for a couple years, except today when I need it, it's not there. So I don't know if I lost it somewhere out in this field or coming down the road. I just called Cole and he's just a couple minutes away, so he's gonna bring me a bucket. Rumor has it that Cole got a haircut today. Let's see. He's coming in hot. Coming in hot with a haircut.
I don't know if you've noticed, but these roll a few times, so I think could use a couple squirts. Hit the important ones. Hello. The tires on that thing. It's quite the setup.
So the song that's going through my head this morning, for whatever reason, because I haven't heard it in a long time, is Southern Cross. And I'm going to take a guess. I think I know who the artist is. I think it's Crosby, Stills, and Nash. So we'll go with Southern Cross, Crosby, Stills, and Nash, song of the day.
I got about 150 acres to roll. Take only 3 to 4 hours. Put us at about 8 o'clock. After today, we'll only have 2 fields left that need planted, and then we're ready to switch, start moving more pairs to pasture. And that's right, haying season is right around the corner. I have lost transmission with my drone. I wonder if we broke it. The last thing it saw was cattle. Have any of you seen a drone? Kind of like a little helicopter. Have you seen my drone? I think it's connecting. It's on the ground somewhere? Wait a second. It says it's still alive? Woo! I thought I just smashed $2,000. Boy, am I glad to see that thing. So the first time I ever hit the fence was with this roller, and it was that H-brace right there. Jeff had just built it, and then I hit it.
What?
Nothing. I think he sneezed or something. And I started pulling ahead, and I was like, I think if I pull ahead, I'll be out of it, but then it got worse. And I had to back up. I tore a few staples out. Little buddy was bedded down real nice. Boop, you're skinny. Yeah, there's mama. Looks like a newborn. One more field left, and it's a short one. Just after I get some supper. So this 50 acres is the last that I have to roll. And I'm sure Dad explained what's going on in there. We got a little test plot going on. And so I just got to make sure I don't hit these sticks right here. And that's about it. So I just drove out here to make sure I could see them. Mom made some sausage patties. They were dang good. And here's a good reminder for everybody. You know, it's warming up. A lot of people getting out on their motorcycles. Make sure you look both ways a couple times, because they can definitely be harder to see. This is pleasant. Holy smokes. That's interesting. Oh my. Well, you can just come in the cab then. A couple more passes and we're out of here. Looks like Dad's just coming home. Can see his tractor lights on the other side of them trees. Thanks for hanging out today. Got a decent amount of things accomplished. Got a haircut, #1, so people can't call me a hippie anymore. Call me something else, I guess. They'll figure it out. Tomorrow, I'm going to plant my first ever crop, so be sure to check that out. Come back in a couple days, see our new video. We post 3 videos a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Come back and come back often. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a good one. You've done well, little bucket.